All right, welcome back to We Talk Tech, everybody. We've got our annual, seems like we do an annual Christmas show. Ian, why don't you introduce us to who's joining us today?
Well, as you all know, Nicole from a previous episode, and she is in her festive gear, and so are you, Wayne, and we are ready to go. Talk about a whole bunch of really exciting gadgets and tech usages and some tips and trips on activities. So this is going to be a fun episode.
All right, so we'll get into some of the ways we use technology throughout the holidays and some of the ways we use our voice assistants to make our holidays a little more festive. But why don't we get started with some things that we can buy our loved ones or our favorite editors or our favorite editors. Ian, what's on your list of gifts? And Nicole, what's on your list of gifts that you would buy your family members or loved ones?
Well, as somebody who is always told, I love wine and alcohol. And so a wine opener, I think that just fits in perfectly. And for those with mobility challenges and issues with dexterity, I think an electric automatic bottle opener is the perfect gift for everyone.
I know, I totally agree. Like, I think things like simple things like that are like really helpful for people's holiday holiday wine needs. And if you could access your wine easier for a lot of people, that's a good thing, right, Ian?
Absolutely, and they're pretty inexpensive. Like some of them on Amazon are around $30, which is perfect because then you can spend all that hard-earned money on the thing that really matters, which is the actual wine itself.
All right, and to stay with the beverages, how about we kind of move away from the wine a little bit? Let's go to the cider, the hot chocolate. What are we keeping? What are we getting to keep those warm?
How about the? Okay, I don't. Okay, somebody else is gonna have to do it.
I got it, Ian. I got it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, you guys are off drinking your wine. I'm gonna prefer my hot chocolate, my coffees, and I'm gonna do it in my Ember mug. The nice thing about the Ember mugs is you can control the temperature with your smartphone, and they come in different sizes and shapes, right? Like you can get travel mugs. Maybe you have a cup holder on your chair. You can find one that fits in your cup holder nicely.
Yeah, that's so cool. I think being able to put your cup down and have it continually stay at the temperature you want is such a genius idea.
Ian, what else is on your list?
Well, as a nerd and as a short person, yeah, I always love the ability to see high up, and a drone is the perfect way to do it. Yeah, I think there's so much adaptive tech now to actually be able to put on the VR goggles and to control a drone with your wheelchair. This is a bit of a pricier gift, but I think that is such a cool piece of tech.
You can connect these drones to your wheelchair?
Yeah, there are groups out there that have found ways to connect your wheelchair joystick and switch access to be able to operate them. Yeah, AT Makers. If you don't know about them, check out the AT Makers Facebook group, and you'll find a lot of information on how to do it.
Very cool. Nicole, are you into art? How about a canvas that you can control what's on in the photo frame from your smartphone?
That would be amazing because it would be so much easier to just hang stuff that's on your phone versus having to go somewhere, get it printed out, all this kind of stuff. I When I read about that, I was like, yes.
Nice. And Ian, somebody like you, I think being as unorganized as you are, you could even take a screenshot of your calendar and throw it up on your wall for the day.
Oh, I have. I actually have a digital picture frame behind me, and I bought one for my dad for his birthday, and they're amazing. You can even, when you're traveling, send a photo through email and have it pop up on your picture frame so that your loved ones can see all of the festivities that you're partaking in all over the world. How cool is that?
That is cool. And that kind of leads us to maybe a senior having one of these frames and maybe their grandchildren uploading photos or um, that might be a fun gift too. Speaking of grandkids, do you guys know any way we can keep track of where they are?
Well, there's a couple ways. One of them is using your phone and communicating with them through Zoom and FaceTime and such. And something really cool is a tracker, okay, a face tracking mount, so that when you're having that conversation, you can be maneuvering around the kitchen and still have your face in frame, which is something I always forget about and am off camera. So this is something that is really easy to set up. Place your phone in the mount, and it follows you around. And speaking of tracking, I know, Wayne, this is something that you absolutely love. Tell me about tracking devices.
Well, we I do use the AirTag. We have an Apple Home. I do use the AirTag, not so much to track my children, but to track the valuable stuff they're carrying around. So,
Ah,
um, they're handy though. You can see, they forgot their backpack at a friend's house. You can kind of see where they left it. It's just handy to keep track of stuff. And I know, Ian, you probably use them traveling too, right?
I do. Yeah, my wheelchair and every other piece of luggage that I'm going to be stepping away from for even the shortest period of time, everything has a tracker on it, and it just gives that peace of mind that you know where your valuables are at all times.
All right, let's move on to how we use tech through the holidays. Nicole, I can see you're very festive. How are you using smart technology through the holidays?
It's always great to have Alexa stop um, around because if you have holiday questions or you want to hear a holiday song, you can ask her to play that. Or if you're totally festive, you can you like Christmas lights or your Christmas tree, to be able to like light your lights at a certain time and to be able to, have it all timed is really helpful. I know for me, now that I've had this tech, I think to be able to use it in that way, before I wouldn't want to do lights. It was just too much, to have to turn them on and off to make sure they're off when you go to bed and all this kind of stuff. But to be able to have lights that are timed and to be able to do all of that independently makes it a lot more easier, and it makes it a lot, you want to do this, you want to be more festive, you want to make it easier for yourself and other people.
It is nice. It is nice not to have to think about it, right? Like you set the lights to go on at sunset, go off when you typically go to bed, have all your Christmas lights coming on and off. I think even trees now, there's smart trees out there where you can change the lighting colors and probably even have them rotate. I don't know. That's probably a thing, but
Right, and even if you have some color changing smart bulbs in your house, then you don't even have to set up stuff. You can just create a routine and say, happy holidays, and then all of your lights will change red and green.
so other thing, Ian, can you just touch a little bit more on routines? Like how big can you make routines? What could you use them for?
You can do so much, and I'm actually going to cheat because I have a list here, and I'm going to read off a couple. Just a handful. Let's talk about Miss A. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to wake up Nicole's house. But you can do things like play Christmas music, or do you believe in Santa Claus? What's on my naughty list? What do you want for Christmas? This is cool. Open the advent calendar. I haven't tried that. Sing jingle bells. Sing.
Can we pause for a second? Ian, it's not what's on my naughty list.
It's not.
What is it? What is it?
I think it's who's on the naughty list,
Who's
not
on
what's
the
on my naughty
national?
list.
I think we should keep that in. I think
I
people will like that one. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now I need to compose myself. What else can you say? Tell me a Christmas story. What's the best Christmas movie? What's the worst Christmas movie? Can you name Santa's reindeer? Okay, there's so many, Wayne. How about Google? What things can you say? What activities can you run?
Well, I think it's probably very similar, right? You can ask them both to just tell you Christmas jokes or tell you Christmas stories. The one thing I love about Google is you can actually call Santa, which is pretty cool for the kids.
What?
What?
Yeah, yeah, Santa, Santa.
Can I try it? Here, hold on. We should try this because this is a highlight. Okay, Google, call Santa.
Great. I have a few questions for you. Tell me this. Is it fun to hear loud, crashing sounds like in a thunderstorm? Yes or no? No rush, but I'm ready for your answer.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Storms are exciting. Jingle bells, the cattle smell.
That was fun and educational.
We're gonna try and move on from calling Santa. So definitely last but not least, you got the music going, you got your lights going. A couple other things you can do to kind of get your environment into a comfy, cozy, festive uh, environment is one, the fire logs you can get, probably cable boxes, Netflix, they all have these fire logs you can play. And also thermostats to keep you warm and cool. Do you guys have any thoughts on those? Keeping your environment nice and comfy.
Yeah, I think they're a great way to tie into a routine where you can say, bring the holiday cheer, and then your thermostat will change to a nice cozy temperature. Your TV will turn on. Put on your favorite fire log program, your lights, turn on your Christmas tree. I think it just really ties everything together.
So I think any way we can keep our home comfy, cozy through the holidays with technology, um, brighten up all our lives through the holidays is what we're getting at today. So Ian and Nicole, thank you so much for sharing those ideas, sharing your gift ideas, and just yeah, getting us ready for the holidays.
And as always, like, subscribe, and happy holidays.